opinion pieces, you have to be aware of your own position and use your voice. Do you feel like you're not being represented in the media? Are you aware of certain tropes that you disagree with and know from first-hand experience? Then use your voice. My name is Charis McGowan. I'm a freelance journalist and I've worked for The Guardian, the BBC, and I was an editor at Galden. Let me give you a few tips on how to write a good opinion article that is both fact-based and persuasive. I'm a freelance journalist and I have been for about 6 years. As a journalist, you'll probably have to write both news stories and opinion pieces. And doing both is a great way to distinguish the two. A news story is about your subjects. You don't have to use the word I at all. You'll actually just keep your voice neutral. But an opinion article is totally different. You have to use your voice and your perspective. So you might be commenting on the news, but you'll have to tell your readers how you relate to that particular piece of news. This could be based on your ethnicity, your sexual orientation, where you live, or your expertise. Opinion articles by journalists also differ a lot to just opinions in comments online. Opinion writers are obviously great writers, but they're also trustworthy. While people who write comments might be opinionating on something just off the bat or using their initial gut reaction, opinion writers actually have to research what they're talking about. This means looking at articles that perhaps they've not written, drawing on data, and looking at really credible and trustworthy sources. To write a good opinion piece, the first and most important thing is to write about what you know and what you're passionate about, and this really could be anything. This year, I wrote an opinion piece on an Ed Sheeran song. He was using Caribbean slang in his lyrics, and it made me feel a bit uneasy. So I delved into my sense of unease. Why was he using this slang? Was it okay for a white Englishman to be using this type of language? My dad is from the Caribbean, and my grandparents still speak with this type of language, so it just made me feel a bit weird. What I did is I delved into matters of appropriation and the colonization of language to base my arguments on why he shouldn't be doing this. I had my opinion and I had previous work to draw on, so that's all I needed to start writing. Tip 1. Write about what you're passionate about. This could be pop culture or politics. Write about what you know, what you can bring your story into. 2. Research what's been said on the topic before. Are you agreeing to it or are you reacting to it? Perhaps it's not the same exact topic, but maybe it's a theme. But think about your unique angle and draw on your voice. 3. Bring in the news that you're opining about earlier on and signal your reaction to it straight away. 4. Back up your opinion with research. Data, facts, figures, other articles. Make sure that you always cite trustworthy sources of information. 5. Round up your article in a clear and memorable way. Sometimes the last sentence is the most important. I hope that I've managed to help you. Sometimes it can be really hard to find your voice, but just start with a topic that you feel comfortable with and that you're passionate about.
This is Mobile Stories.